Hello techies. In all our previous tutorials of FTP automation, we have learned how to upload files or folders by using upload files to FTP and upload folders to FTP actions. And also we have learned how to download files or folders into local folder by using download files from FTP and download folders from FTP action. In this tutorial, we will learn about synchronized directories action. First of all, we'll see the use case over here in which scenario we are going to use synchronized directories action. While administrators working with FTP server, it is very tedious and repetitive job to keep both server and local folders in sync. When a new file is created or uploaded in the FTP server, we have to download the same file in the local folder. That means both FTP server file or directories and local directories has to be in sync. It is one kind of OneDrive where we are going to maintain files and folders. To maintain sync between FTP server and local directories, we will use synchronized directories action. By using this action, we can synchronize the files and subdirectories of a given folder with a given remote FTP directory. Alright, let me drag and drop this action onto the workspace. Now, first of all, we'll see the parameters of the synchronized directories. The first parameter is that FTP action. To which FTP server we are going to connect it, we are going to define by the flow variable, that is FTP connection. Another one, synchronized directions over here. If you observe, there are two ways that we have. One is remote to local or local to remote. If you observe remote to local in the sense, it's a kind of download, and local to remote, it's a upload folders or files action. It will done by using synchronized directories. All right. Now we'll see the another parameter, files to sync. If you see over here, I'm having all files, only files matching the file filter, only files not matching the file filter. What is this file filter over here? You can see over here, I'm having another parameter where you are going to have star, nothing but all the files you are going to define it over here. If the files, all files that you are going to define it, so that based on the synchronization direction, you will download all the files or folders from remote FTP server to local directory or from local to remote FTP directory. Now, this file filter is nothing but if you want to download or upload the specific files, it's a kind of filter option that we have. Let us assume I want to upload or download only the files related to the PPT. In that case, I will define the file over here as star.pptx. If I want to upload all the files or all the files I want to download, in that case, we are going to define star over here. All right. Now, the synchronization direction, I have given it as remote to local or local to remote. In that case, there should be a local folder where you are going to mapping it. Here, in our case, in all our previous sessions, we have given it as eFTP download. Is the path where we have defined. All right. That is the path we will give it over here. And another one, FTP directory, the which directory that you are going to working it, that is working directory, you will define it over here. And the next parameter, if you see, delete if source is absent. Let's assume in the source you are having X file, and in the destination file, in the destination folder, you don't have that the file. In that case, what it will do, it will download it in such a way. In reverse format, if it is in the local folder, you are having X file, but in the source file, you don't have that X file. In that case, it will delete the file or folder. That is the reason if you want to enable it, in that case, you will enable, or if you don't want to delete it, in that case, you are going to delete it. All right. And after that, if you see, if you want to download or upload, including the subfolders, like In the FTP directory, if I'm having any subfolders, you want to download all the subfolders, including the files. In that case, you're going to use include subdirectories. All right. And there you have time difference in hours, time difference in minutes. For an example, my FTP server is in different time zone and the download local folder is in different time zone. In that case, you will check how many hours of difference or how many minutes of difference you have, and by defining the values over here. If you see over here, the time reference is ahead or lagging. In that case, you will define these values. All right. Once all the parameters for the synchronization directories have happened, then we're having variables to produce over here. This action will produce three types of variables. One is files added, files modified, and files deleted. In a such a way, if some of the file has been added, in that case, it will comes under the variables. What are the files has been added? It will comes under the files added variable. If any files has been modified in a such a way, in that case, it will comes under files modified. If any files has been deleted, in that case, it will comes under files deleted variable. These are the three different variables that what we have in the particular synchronized directories. All right. This is all about the parameters of the synchronized directories action. All right. Now let me start with the simple use case over here. What I want to do, if you see in my FTP server, I am having lot of directories and files I'm having, so that I want to download all the files and directories from the FTP server to the local folder. That is my first use case. I don't have any filters over here. I don't want to do anything over here. Just simply from the FTP server, I want to download all the directories as well as the files into my local folder. That is E:/FTP download. If you observe, I'm having only single folder over here, but in my FTP server, I'm having a lot of directories, and after that, I'm having a lot of files that we have. I want to keep this both FTP server and my local folder, both should be in sync. In that case, I'm going to use synchronize directories action. All right. Now, if you see what is the direction that I am going to define it in the synchronization direction from the remote to local, I'm going to select the option over here as remote to local, that is download. I'm going to download all the directories as well as the files from the FTP server. All right. Now the files to sync, I'm going to give it as all files. I'm not going to give any other option over here. And the filter, files filter also, I'm going to give it as star, so that irrespective of the file extension, I want to download all the files over here. All right. Now I'm going to give the local folder over here as E:/FTP download. This is my local directory. All right. Now I'm not going to specify any delete if source is absent. I'm not going to enable this option. And over here, if you see include subdirectories, I'm going to download all the subdirectories as well as the files over here. All right. Let me click on save. Now, once again, if you go for the local folder, that is FTP download, I'm having only documents over here, so that I want to keep both the FTP server as well as the local folder in sync by running this flow. Let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. You can see it is trying to download all the files from the FTP server, and then it is going to be downloading into the particular folder, that is FTP download. If you see over here, even in my documents also, it is trying to download all the files. Irrespective of the file extension, it is going to download all the files one by one. You can see I'm having lot of folders, and after that I'm having lot of files in the particular FTP server. At the first time, it will take a little bit over there to download. All right, my flow has been executed successfully. Now, if you compare both the FTP server and the local folders, if you see I'm having directories documents, learning test actions, PDF automation, project Google, project Microsoft, project one. Along with that, I'm having the file that is employee-ms data Excel file also. All right. This is our first use case to download from the FTP server to local folder, that is synchronized directories direction. Now, what I want to do in the reverse format in a such a way, whatever the local folders files are there, I want to sync into the FTP server. This is the reverse direction that I'm going to use. It's such a kind of upload functionality, upload files and folders that we are going to do over here. Now simply I'm going to change local to remote upload. Over there, what it will say is I'm going to upload the files which are there in the local. It will upload all the files in the remote repository or remote FTP server. Now, to make you understand what I'm going to do, I'm just going to copy two files outside. Now, if you see, I'm having two files over here, that is day 3 Power Automate Desktop, day 4 Excel automation. Now, once I will run my flow, what will happen? It will upload the files into the FTP server by using synchronized directories action. All right, let's click on save. And then let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. And the synchronized directories are trying to upload the files which has been given in the action. It will upload all the files into the FTP server. Now, if you observe on my right hand side, I'm having flow variables over here. You can see FTP files added. When you open it, you can see all the files which have been added over here. You can see a lot of files has been added over there. All right, let's click on close. And there you can see there's no files has been deleted and the files modified also is not available. All right, now once again, we'll go back to the FTP server. Let me refresh it once again. Now you can see over here, day 3, day 4 files has been uploaded successfully by using synchronized direction parameter. Now we will talk about the another use case. In a such a way, I want to upload or download only specific file types extensions. Let's assume in my file filter, I have given it as star, but I don't want to upload all the files or I don't want to download all the files. I want to specify the file extension over here in such a way. I want to only PPT files I want to download or upload. In such a way, if you see the file filter, I have given it as PPTX. All right. Now to make you understand, I will make a small changes in my local folder. Now over here, if you observe, I have pasted few files over here. Few are PowerPoint, another one related to the Word, another one Notepad related. When I'm going to upload the files, I have given the extension as .pptx only. What about the remaining files? I don't want to upload the remaining files which are not with the extension of .ppt or presentation files. In such cases, I have given the filter option over here as ppt, so that you can see over here files to sync option that I have given all the files, so that I'm going to make the changes only files matching the filter over here. Okay, so that I'm going to give the filter in such a way only files which are matching with the filter type of .pptx. Only in that case you want to upload files to the remote FTP server or in the direction of download to local folder based on your synchronization directory. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to click on save. Now once again, if you see in my FTP server, I'm having few directories. Along with that, I'm having PowerPoint files. Along with that, I am having only one Excel file. Whenever I'm going to sync this data from the local folder to remote FTP server, now I want to get it only the PowerPoint related over here along with these files. I'm not going to disturb the existing FTP server. While I'm going to upload, only PowerPoint related has to be uploaded over there. That's the main use case over here. All right. Now let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started, and it is trying to synchronize the directories for the local as well as the FTP server. And the flow has been executed successfully. Now let me go back to the FTP server and let me keep both the sync over here. If you see, once I'm going to refresh it, you will get only these files, that is 40 and 41, and the remaining files like files, FTP will not be available in the particular FTP server. All right, let me refresh that. Now, if you observe over here that I got it 40 and 41 has been uploaded successfully, that is synchronized successfully by using synchronized directories action. And if you see the remaining thing, that is extension with the .doc or .docx or .txt has not uploaded because of the filter which we have given it as .pptx, and the option you can see over here in the synchronized direction, I have given file to sync as only the files matching to the file filter. Now, I don't want to upload the files of the PPT, only the files. The remaining files I want to upload in a such a way that what I will do, I will go for the only the files not matching the filter option. So that what will happen, except PPT files, all the remaining files which are having different extensions like .doc, .text, all the files will upload it successfully. All right, we'll see that. Let's click on save. Now let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started, and the flow has been executed successfully. Now if you see over here, under the flow variable, there some of the files has been added. If you observe, it is going to define all the values which has been added successfully. All right, let me click on close. Now once again, let's go back to the FTP server. Along with that, I will show you keeping the folders, local folders side by side. Now, what will happen when I'm going to give it the files to sync, only not matching files. In that case, the files which are having files and the FTP also will upload successfully over here. Now let me refresh it once again. Now you can see I'm having files.docx along with that ftp.text also has been uploaded successfully. All right. Now we'll talk about the another use case. For an example, if you see, we are working with the FTP directory, that is e:/FTP, that is the physical path which we have given. Now I want to change the directory, and then I want to download or upload the files by using synchronized directories action. How can we go ahead and do that? By changing the directory. Now, if you go for the synchronized directories action, I'm having the parameter over here, FTP directory. For which directory you want to download or upload the files. Let's assume I'm going to give it over here as project1. Okay. And after that, I don't want to discuss about the remaining directories which we have in the particular repository, so that I want to download or upload only related to the project1. Let's assume in the reverse format, I'm going to use synchronized direction over here as remote to local FTP direction. That is, I'm going to download it over here. All right, let me show you one thing over here. Let me go to the eFTP download. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete all the files from the FTP download. Let me delete this. Once I will run this flow, I have to get only the files related to the project1. I have to download only related to the project1 only by using this FTP directory. All right, we'll see that by running this flow. Let's click on save. Now let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. And you can see over here, we have changed the directory to project1. Inside that we are having documents, del, and all these things. To confirm that, we will go back to the project1 over here in the FTP server. There you can see all the directories as well as the files related to the project1, right? Now the same thing we have to download over here. You can see I'm having documents, document del, document Microsoft. But if you observe, there's a lot of PPTs and PDFs out there. But why they have not downloaded? Because of we have given files to sync option over here. If you see over here, we have given only files not matching the filter file. If you are going to select all files, then it will download all the files. We'll see that one also by clicking on save. And once again, we'll run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. Now what will happen, including the PPTs also, you will get all the presentations as well as the Excel files, Notepad, all the things, text files, all the files has been downloaded. Now once again, we'll see side by side. Now if you see all the files which are there in the FTP directory, that is project one, all the files has been downloaded into the local directory, that is FTP download. All right. Now we will learn about the another use case. For an example, I want to download only the folders but not subdirectories over there. Let us assume whatever the files are there in the particular FTP directory, I want to download only the files, not the subfolders or subdirectories. In that case, how can we go ahead and do that? Now, by using synchronized directories, there is a parameter that what we have. If you see, I'm having the parameter include subdirectories. Over here, we are going to use this option disable or enable by using this include subdirectory. If you are going to disable it, that means you are not going to download or upload the subdirectories. In a such a way, we can't download the subdirectories or upload the subdirectories from remote to local folders or local to FTP server. All right, we'll see this option by clicking on save. Before going to execute this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to delete this FTP download to make you understand. Now let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. And you can see all the directories and the files has been downloaded successfully. But if you go inside the documents, I don't have any files. It's only the directories has been downloaded, but not the files inside the directories or the folders. Now, if you see even documents.-del, you don't have any files. Documents.microsoft, you don't have any files inside the subdirectories. Now, to make you understand, I will include the subdirectories once again by clicking on include subdirectories, and then I'm going to click on save. Now, once again, let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. And right now, what it is going to do, it is trying to download the files inside the subdirectories also. Now, once again, let me go to the documents once again. Now you can see I'm having subdirectories as well as the files. Now let me go back to another folder, that is documents.del. You can see I'm having PDF file. Let me go to Microsoft, that I'm having PDF file. Another one, let me go to learning test actions. I'm having one text file and whatnot. And even you have the learning test actions also, you are having subdirectories as well as the files. So these are all the things which you are going to download by using subdirectories, by using the option include subdirectories action. All right. Now we will learn about the another use case in a such a way. If you see in our working directory project one, I am having some files. And our local folder, I don't have any files. In a such case, you want to keep them or you want to delete that files by using synchronized directories. I will show you one thing over here. Now, if you see in my FTP download, I'm having, let's assume this is my source and this is my FTP server is my destination. Then I'm having two Excel files over here. Now, from the source, I'm going to delete these two files. And what you have to do whenever you are going to sync this from source to destination, nothing but local to remote FTP server, there you can see this employee selection.xlx. You want to keep them or you want to delete that files. So based on your option that you are going to make this confirmation over here. How can we go ahead and do that? If you see over here, if you want to keep them, in that case, in the synchronized directories, there is an option called delete if source is absent. You have disabled this option. Because of you will keep the files as is over there, you won't delete the files which are not available in the source. Now, I will show you this based on this option. Now, over here, you can see synchronization direction. I'm going to make it from local to remote. so that my source is my local folder and the destination is remote FTP server. All right. Now I'm going to keep files filter also. I'm going to give it as star, and then I'm going to click on save. Now let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started and the flow has been executed successfully. Now once again, let me refresh the FTP server. Now if you see these two employee selection.xlsx and employee.xlsx file, Excel files are still available. So, but if you observe in my source, I don't have that files. So that the sync will be there in a such a way, even in the source, I don't have any files. In that case, I'm going to keep that files over there in the FTP server. But in some scenarios, you don't want to keep that files. In that case, what you will do, you will simply go ahead and you will select the option delete if source is absent. You are going to enable that. So that what will happen over there, whatever the files are not available in the source will be deleted at the destination. All right. Let me show you that by clicking on save. Now, once again, let's run the flow to see the output. Flow execution started. And right now, if you see over here, in the flow variables, one of the files has been deleted. You can see employee selection.xlsx and the employee.xlsx files has been deleted. All right, we'll see that in the FTP server. Right now you can see I have not yet refreshed, so that you will still find these two files. Once I'm going to refresh that, these two files will be getting deleted. Now you can see over here, these files are not available in the particular FTP directory inside the project one. All right. I hope you understand how to work with synchronized directories action with the different parameters as part of this tutorial. Thank you for watching Power Automate tutorials. If you have any queries related to this concept, please post them in the comment section. I will see you in the next session. Till then, bye-bye. Have a wonderful day.